Good afternoon. I am Tyrese Miller, a sophomore attending Cedar Grove High School and a proud mentee of the Dukes Foundation. I would like to just say thank you to the sponsors and all the people who donated and contribute to us coming on this trip and all the future trips. We are now here at Morgan State University. We've been to multiple colleges such as Georgetown and Johns Hopkins and Howard. And we've just taken a lot, especially the bond between me and my brothers. We've just enjoyed the trip and we're looking forward to many more to come. Thank you.
DC has been a fun experience for me because without this trip, I probably would have never been here. And the stuff we did recently, we've been going to colleges and getting knowledge on different colleges and maybe places I want to go to. But what I'm really looking forward to is going to Howard University because that is one of my picks and I'm just ready to have fun.
Well, I've been enjoying DC a lot lately because since we got here, it's been kind of fun, being Coach Studios Bowls right now with the memorial and stuff like that. And when we went to the colleges, it's a great experience to get to know what you're getting into when you go to college and stuff like that. So it's kind of good to get a heads up. So I'm really liking it in the scenery. So
I am Justin Ivory, a senior attending South Atlanta High School, and the motto that I live by is never forget where you came from. And once again, I am Justin Ivory, and I just wanted to say, make sure you appreciate everything you have, even in your darkest time. One thing that I do appreciate is the sponsors that sponsored our trip and gave their contributions and dedication to us. Thank you once again. I am Justin Ivory.
Good afternoon. I am Keontae Westmoreland, a freshman attending South Atlanta High School. And the mini motto that I live by is, you can do it if you believe it. If it's good for you, you receive it. Once again, I am Keontae Westmoreland. And I have this beautiful quote behind me that says, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And what that means to me is only love can drive out hate and light can drive out darkness. So darkness is a whole thing, you cannot drive out other darkness. You have to go with the opposite. Only light is brighter so you can drive out darkness. Like the essay says, what's in the dark becomes to the light. So you can only drive out darkness with the light.
Good afternoon. I am Jordan Davis, a senior attending South Atlanta High School, and the quote I chose was, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere," pretty much meaning that if you have injustice anywhere in the world, that will always threaten justice somewhere else in the world. So you have to do everything right and be right by everybody. And I also want to thank our sponsors for allowing this trip to happen because DC has wonderful culture, and I've never been able to experience this without your help.
Greetings, I am Tom Chung, a senior mentee at the Dukes Foundation, and for this year college school we're going to DC and Maryland, and today we're at Howard. Yesterday we were at Georgetown University, Howard University, and Johns Hopkins University. We're very thankful for the experience for this year, and thank you to our sponsors to make this trip possible for us. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Anthony Hall. I'm a senior that attends South Atlanta High School, and the motto that I live by is, never make someone a priority when all you are to them is an option. And I wanted to thank you for allowing us the experience to participate on this tour. I've got a lot of insight from a lot of the colleges. Thanks for letting me go to Howard. Thanks for allowing me to go to Georgetown, Johns Hopkins, all of these great schools. Morgan State by far was one of the best tours that I had so far. I learned a lot of the history here. Thank you for that as well. And it's just so amazing to see a lot of the schools flourish in such a politically charged state. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I am Majid McWilliams, a representative from the Dukes Foundation. I am a freshman, and one of the main models I live by is, it takes heat and pressure to make a diamond. Therefore, the struggles that you go through are not going to waste. Once again, I am Majid McWilliams. And I would just like to thank our sponsors and thank everyone on behalf of the Dukes Foundation, because without you, we wouldn't be able to do this entire thing. It was so beautiful. DC is wonderful. Everywhere we went is just amazing. And I would just really like to thank you guys and really like to let you know that everyone from the Dukes Foundation really appreciates you. Once again, I am Majid McWilliams.
I am Jonathan Slade, a senior attending South Atlanta High School.
Good afternoon, I am Chu, a senior attending South Atlanta High School, and thank you for your such an energetic person here today and for sharing us some insightful knowledge with your experience with Johns Hopkins.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to say that this was a very informal tour and you're very good at your job.
Thank you so much. You guys are so polite. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Good afternoon. I am Tyrese Miller, a sophomore attending Cedar Grove High School and a member of the Dukes Foundation. Basically, I've gotten a lot out of this trip. This trip was very historical for me. I've never been to DC. It was my first time. And I just feel like the Dukes Foundation provided opportunities that a lot of students wouldn't get. For one, we've been to a lot of places such as the Martin Luther King Memorial, Georgetown University, and Howard. Howard was nice, and we're at Morgan State now. Morgan, I just feel like out of all the college tours, was very, what's the word I'm looking for? It was very informative, and I'm hoping I can come again next year.
Good afternoon. I am John Duffy, a sophomore attending South Carolina High School, and the motto I live by is, the ignorance is not in not knowing, it's in not trying. And once again, I am John Duffy. And right now we're at Morgan State University, and I would just like to thank all of the sponsors for, pitching in, donating for a college tour. If without the sponsors, we wouldn't be able to go to Howard, John Hopkins, Georgetown, and Morgan. And I would just like to thank them because this is a very, life-changing experience, and it's helping me with my college decision. So thanks to all the sponsors and everyone who's donated to the Dukes Foundation.
Maybe I can get something to eat for lunch now.
We appreciate your time.
Once again, I am from Churung, the salutatorian of my class this year, and next year I'm going to Georgia Tech.
Okay.
And on behalf of the Dukes Foundation, our mentors, our co-advisors, our board directors, and our fellow mentees, we'd like to thank you for your wonderful knowledge, for your extraordinary life story to encourage us to believe in ourselves more and more. And we would like to get your information later.
Where you gonna major in Georgia Tech?
I will be majoring in computer science.
Okay.
And minor in, I think, business.
Business?
Yes.
Good. I did my PhD at Georgia Tech.
Thank you.
Yeah, PhD in physics at Georgia Tech, and my minor was in electrical engineering. So,
Good afternoon. I am Oscar Miranda, a sophomore attending South Atlanta High School, and the motto that I live by is, when one door closes, another one is always opened. And once again, I am Oscar Miranda. Hi everyone who's watching this. I want to thank everyone who made this possible. The board of director, Mr. Dukes, anyone who's contributed to this college tour. Today, on this magnificent Thursday, we are currently in Morgan State University, and this is one of their facilities, a very beautiful place in which we visited. We toured the college, we toured many other colleges such as John Hopkins and Georgetown, and also Howard. Thank you to everyone who's made this possible. You're contributing into helping young men strive and become better young men as they grow.
Good afternoon, I am Nasir McWilliams, a freshman attending South Atlanta High School, and I am here to say I'm having a wonderful time in Washington, D.C. I mean, it's beautiful, the scenery is outstanding, I mean, amazing, just absolutely great. I wanted to say that our sponsors, I wanted to thank them, absolutely, thank you. We couldn't have been here without you. I mean, you guys are the reason that we got here, so thank you for all that you've done for us. And the quote I've chosen is, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. What affects one directly affects all indirectly." So what that means to me is, don't let a simple injustice affect everything. Make sure that you don't let it happen, basically, Make sure you protect our world from all evil, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Amen.
Good afternoon. I am Alexander Rivera, and I am a freshman attending South Atlanta High School. One of the many mottos I live by is, you have to give an inch to take a mile. Once again, I am Alexander Rivera. And for this trip, I'm going to talk about my experience. This experience has been great, and I've seen wonderful things. The beauty all around, and I'm here to mention this quote. This quote says, "I have the audacity to believe that people everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education, and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits." What this means for me is, not everyone can have 3 meals or the exact same thing every day that anyone else can have in Africa or the United States. They're 2 different things. And I would like to thank the sponsors for sponsoring this trip, with their donations to the Dukes Foundation. Once again, I am Alexander Rivera.
Good afternoon. I am Majid McWilliams, a freshman attending South Atlanta High School. One of the many models I live by is, it takes heat and pressure to make a diamond. Therefore, the struggles that you go through are not going to waste. Once again, I am Majid McWilliams. And the quote that I chose today was, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly." And what this quote means to me is that you shouldn't let any injustice slide anywhere, because injustice can spread and it shouldn't be tolerated in any way. Once again, I am Majid McWilliams. Thank you. Also, actually, now that I think about it, I would like to thank all of our sponsors. On behalf of the Dukes Foundation, the executives, I would just like to thank you, because without you guys, this trip wouldn't be possible. We've had such an amazing time because there's so many different cultures, so many different amazing things. It's beautiful in DC, honestly. And yeah, I think I'd like to end it right there. Thank you.